Desire. We once right. Drive. Drive. You know the old saying. You know the old saying.
If your ego is attached to your self-esteem, that means you rely on your ego for your value. Then when that rejection comes, you're gonna take that a whole different way, to the point that you might even blame the person that rejects you. Like, there's got to be something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it might go. You know what I'm saying? It goes that far. But for the fact that if you don't attach it like that, and y'all made a good point that men go through it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We get rejected way more than women do. You know what I'm saying? Just because we usually on the opposite end of the fence anyway, that we're taking the approach factor anyway. So the rejection factor is going to be probably higher than women, because they don't take the approach factor like men do. So evidently it's higher. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? If I'm just, your ego will be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm the certain type of person, so it is what it is. It just didn't work, and you just move on. But if your ego is tied to your self-esteem, then you're gonna be like, oh, there gotta be something wrong with that person. you know.
The new.
There definitely should be a psychological process in dating, but I'm not talking about you psychologically trying to analyze the person that you want to date. You have to start with yourself. Now, what I mean by that is, if you've been through something, with someone, and it's put you in a place that's made you have this euphoria of thoughts that, okay, I've been through this, so now I know what I want. Now I know what I want to do. So the first person I see, that's gonna be it. And then you approach every situation like that, and you place that energy on everyone. You may not find nobody. So what you have to do, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. You said go up. Go up, bro.
What you have to do is be in the right psychological space to approach dating in a mature and progressive way.
I actually agree.
Like you can't just be sitting at home like, you know what, I'm set now. I know what I want. I'm not dealing with this type of woman no more. I'm not dealing with this type of man no more. Now I know what I want. So I'm about to come out here, and the first person that showed me a couple of marks on my checklist, oh, I'm going in. You can't do it because you ain't gonna be able to get in because everybody ain't there. So the psychological process has to start with you. Are you in the right headspace to start dating? You know what I'm saying? Are you in the right place emotionally and mentally to get back out here?
Then I would hope that, like what Rob said, he's talking about the before part. That is the key to the door. Is to be able to progress yourself without lying to yourself, without deceiving yourself, because you think you are qualified for something and you don't have the skill set for what it is you're asking for. You can apply for an engineering job all you want, but if you don't have the engineering degree, engineering experience, or whatever, then if you apply for it, they're not even gonna look at if your resume say I worked at Chi Chi's and I worked at McDonald's and they're not even gonna talk. They're not even gonna pay no attention to you. And so a lot of times you think that you are at a certain place and you're not. So like Robert said, it's like that's the before. Like Can you progress without deceiving yourself? If you can do that, then the psychological process in dating should work for you.
The new.
The theory of reverse engineering came from me and the boys talking or whatnot. And we came with a term to come up with this scenario. It's when a person, man or woman, presents an alternative, like another way of doing something, in consequence or as a result of an outcome they didn't like. So you're flipping the whole script because of something that happened, and we usually talking about the conformity between men and women, so something that happened in that aspect, either the start of the dating phase or something like that. It's been established, but for the fact you don't like the end road, you come to a screeching halt and change the whole thing. And that's what we call reverse engineering, because whatever that was in plight already was what it was. Like, to the point that it was agreeable, because, you only get to this certain stance when you're not talking and not communicating and not having a conversation about where y'all at. So I'm talking about this is just organically went wherever it went. And then since you didn't like the end road or see the light at the end of the tunnel, you don't like it, you try to flip the whole entire scenario to something that makes the outcome better, like screech halt right in the middle of it. That's reverse engineering.
We want to put the cart before the horse, and then we complain that we're not going anywhere. And again, it ties.
Did you mean to put that together like that?
I mean, I wish I had the sound effects in front of me, because I would have lit that boy up, bro.
Consequently, because of that, the complaints become dull, they become immature, they become unbearable and insufferable. And then you take that concept of the cart before the horse and you put it to someone else that will believe your rhetoric, and because they gave you a little bit of attention in there, you think that you can develop a pure relationship out of this.
Nah, my boy.
What? Nah, my boy. That ain't.
Nah, my boy.
You feel me? Nah, my boy.
I ain't how that work.
Don't go that way.
I'm just gonna make kind of like an emphasis, really, like a friends with benefits to a serious relationship. Let's just say that one. I'm gonna take it from the male point of view and the women's point of view, right? If that happens and the woman want to think progressively to an exclusive relationship, and she's letting this happen without saying anything, the guy immediately start compartmentalizing. He immediately puts you in this box that is all this is gonna be. Every guy does this. I don't understand why people don't understand this. I don't. Every guy does this. We you know what I'm saying? We don't hope. We're the least amount of species that's gonna hope for the best. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you put your value into being that wife, then we're gonna look at you as that. We're gonna see if that works with us, right? But if you come off as just some thing else other than that, not even trying to be derogatory at all, just whatever, just having fun, just friends with benefits, whatever the case may be. If you just be that and you just be that without no communication of trying to progress, then the guy is gonna be like, oh, well, this is all it is. It's just what it is. And so the reverse engineering comes is when you get the feeling that the guy did that, and you like, no, this all gotta stop. See, no, we can't do this in no more because I wanted more. And the guy's like, when?
You know the old